at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Is there eavesdropping?
It seems like you can eavesdrop on him.
Yeah. You tell back
First down. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And the return will stop right around the 25. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go. Lady!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The stop there on third, they could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, it's Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Mike 47. Mike 47. Let's go, D. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 23.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Go.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They come up in an offset eye.
Check.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey on with not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever is going to take the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tanner Vallejo, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt, but he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Drake. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And caught it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Second and very short. Murray.
No, man! What the fuck? Oh, my God, bro. Like, this is bullshit, man. Why you didn't throw the out route? Why would you throw that shit? Like, man.
This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Man, I can't do it, bro. This shit, man. This shit not. Oh, my God. This shit is crazy.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
That's going to
wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first
down. Let motherfuckers go violent.
Loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Wentz to throw. And this
fuck out of here, man.
Complete.
Throwing them bitch-ass drag routes to a big-ass tight end.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. 81. Shotgun now for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it.
Smarter,
and it
man.
brings up 4th down.
Giving niggas chances and shit. Y'all keep doing
Another
dumb
reception
shit.
there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive.
I really hate that for the ball, man.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these players. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
Look at that shit. Look, did y'all see that?
We need you to get us back
right there, man. Come
get us
on,
going
man.
in the right direction.
That was fucking,
so you're calling
why would you
plays
even do
geared to
that?
them.
Why would you do some
Not
dumb shit
necessarily
like
to
that?
look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want
play
the ball
right,
in the
man.
hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
47 to Mike, 47. Check, 47. Get this one. Hey, check like 47. Check like 47. Let's make these babies cry.
Here's Murray back near his goal line. This one caught by Isabella. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing now is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off
They go wide open, bro. Why do you think you got 99 throwing power? You got all these abilities. Why would you throw the fucking ball short? Like, man, this is bullshit, man. I can't even do this shit no more, man. This back and forth pick bullshit the game be doing. Like, this ain't even that high low shit.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So they come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the draw, here's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On play action, it's Wentz. That's complete to a speedy one.
I don't get no fumble. I can't get a fumble. What the fuck, nigga? Nigga, 97 hitting power. I don't get shit.
They got stuffed at the line.
Out of here,
Different
man.
story here, over 20 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Hey, man. Baby.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under 30 seconds to go in field position. Not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Rosie. Don't matter what you do on this down, whatever you do, man. Good shit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Let me run on that
touchdown, Cardinals.
Oh, man, I can't believe that.
Grant in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a
back in the game.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now wins. Man open. It's that one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'm right there jumping, just hitting interception, and I can't get it.
Playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They fake the give. Now wins. Forced out to his left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals are going.
Let's go, man.
Take over.
Let's get that.
29-yard line.
Let us get that.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward.
Let us get some bullshit
too.
too.
But is it worth it at that point?
You ain't getting it. Let's get something.
To either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's big, bro.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray.
Are you serious, bro?
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Waiting. Check. Kill. Move.
Wentz now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is brought in at the 21. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to launch. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for the 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
22 yards there, a first down. On first down, it's Grant.
Yes,
he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Murray under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Come on, man, I'm ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. The clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Have to chuckle to